Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, last time we got together, we talked about a very interesting and exciting topic. You see nothing with your eyes. Oh, a little controversial. And along with that was indeed the conclusion that you experience nothing from your senses. So I'll put a reference to that up there. And this week we are going to be talking about a little change in that idea, because if you notice the board, the model that we have on here is the same as we had for the last video. Now, but the subject this time is you create your world with just a thought. You think your world into being. So, but the other video is the background in understanding this. And as a review, real quickly, the outside information, the energy outside that has information in it, your senses pick up, bring it inside of you, and you filter it through your belief system, which is your memories of life experiences. So you take that filtered information and create a world inside. So you create the world inside, unique to you, based upon your beliefs that are in the subconscious mind. Now, the difference between this model and the last video's model is I put the belief system in here. I kind of talked about it, but I didn't put it in before. Now, this is what we're going to talk about. So, your belief system is the framework in which you think. You cannot think outside of your belief system. And your belief system is made up of life experiences, which are now memories. So you take that inside world and you project it outside of you, and you believe that the outside world is what you've created inside. You think it's out here, but it's actually inside of you. And each of us have our own constructed world that we live in. Now, so you are creating this inside world by your thoughts. You're kind of mystical. Your thoughts, or your self-talk, because that's what it is. You're talking to yourself and creating this inside world. And then you're projecting it outside. Isn't that nice? That now you recognize that you're the creator. This is the important understanding that you should get. Why would that be so important? Because when you recognize you are the creator, you can change your world. If you believe that everything comes from the outside, then you are a victim of what's out here. And you give up your power of creating your world. See, that's the problem with manifesting. In manifesting, you're always trying to manipulate the outside to get you a different world inside. The illusion really doesn't work that way, but the ego will tell you, oh yeah, you get everything from out here, which puts the ego in control and you as a victim. But when you recognize you're the creator, you can change it to anything that you want. So I'm going to read a little bit about A Course in Miracles and what it has to say about your thoughts. So here's what the Course says. You prefer to believe that your thoughts cannot exert a real influence because you are actually afraid of them. In paraphrasing, you believe your thoughts inside cannot have an effect on what is outside. They're just, and we often hear that, oh, that's just in your mind. It's not real. But here's the real part, the real understanding. Your inside world and your outside world. Your outside world, outside energy, meaningless until you put a meaning on them. And therefore, your outside world is a direct reflection of what you're doing inside. So if you are having pain and suffering in your world that you think is outside of you, to resolve that, to heal that, to fix that, to create a different world, you got to change what you're doing inside of you. So now we have a completely different understanding, at least this model, a different understanding of what you as the creator is doing. Now there's a burden there, there's a responsibility. If you recognize you're the creator and you don't like your world, oh, very problematic. And so, as the Course says, you don't want to believe that your inside thoughts have any effect on what's out here. You want to believe that what's out here is beyond your control and you are just responding to what's out here. But as the creator, when you change this, you change the projection and you change what you are going to experience in your world. This is profound, and it gives you an understanding of how you can change your world. Now, how can you do that? Well, your world is determined by your beliefs. Your beliefs are determined by your life experiences, which are now memories. How do you change that filtering system? You heal your negative memories. You heal those parts that you are ashamed to talk about. You're healing that part of you that never was the way you thought it was. And it is so difficult to step from the illusion outside and begin to recognize that you can make changes in your life almost that quick when you begin to forgive yourself and to heal your past memories. Oh, how controversial is that in the egoic world? Give that some thought. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Now, this community is a small community because most people are not to the point where they can, first of all, have the courage to understand they are creating their world. And secondly, to have the courage to change by changing what they believe about themselves. Oh, there's much to talk about here in the illusion. It is much more interesting than you think it is. And you're the wizard or wizardess. You are the person that can make those changes by recognizing it's an illusion. And you created it the way it is. The incantations you use to do that is your internal self-talk. Change your self-talk. Change your belief system. And like magic, another world will rise right in front of you. And won't that be interesting? So until we see each other again, here in the illusion, be good to yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.